Andy Iturriria is going to be talking to us about an approach that's not really an applied response technology. It's not really a sorbent, but we have used it in California in at least one sort of contaminated site capping process. I mean, so it's not a product that's meant to interact with or chemically change the oil, but it does have some potential useful purposes for us in our spill responses, especially for the land-based spills. So Andy has worked in the environmental industry for the last 25 years. First as a civil engineer designing light rail and highway projects, then as director of engineering for a storm drain pipe manufacturing company. And for the last 20 years with LSC Environmental Products, working all over the world on many projects. He's a licensed civil engineer, a certified professional in erosion and sediment control, and is certified as a manager of landfill operations. Today, he's going to be speaking about contaminated soil containment, spray-on products for odor, VOC, dust, and stormwater control. Welcome, Andy.
Good morning, everybody. Again, my name is Andy Iturriria. I'm from, I live in Bakersfield, California. And I just wanted to show some of the technologies we've been using throughout the state. I'm just going to give a brief presentation. We would welcome any opportunity to come to a demo of our products, come to a site for assessments. We have salesmen all over the world working on various remediation projects, and so I just want you guys to be familiar with what we do in terms of the products and what we offer. And so I'm going to try to click on my screen here. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm Andy with LSC Environmental, and Tyler Palmer is our West Coast remediation manager. So one of us are likely available if any projects in California, but again, we have people all over the world that can come and help on different projects. Some of the products I'm going to show you guys today is the family of products that we use often in remediation. We do anything, our products are used anywhere from immediate spill containment, site containment, odor prevention, dust control, stormwater quality control, and erosion control and revegetation. So if you have a spill and you need to protect it immediately, we have products for it. If you have a spill and you need to remediate the soils after, we have products available for that as well. The product I'm going to talk to you about is our Posi-Shell product, and this is a product that's can be used for immediate spill control containment. The unique thing about our product is it does require a specialized piece of equipment, but they're not that specialized. It can be applied with a standard hydroseeder. There's hydroseeders all across the country, all across the world. So if an emergency spill happens, chances are there's going to be a contractor within 20-30 miles of where the spill might have occurred to immediately protect a site. We can also do helicopter applications with the product as well. Here's a little video of how the product's applied to bare soil. It's a blend of our Posi-Shell product with Portland cement. That gives you an idea of how easy it is to apply to a contaminated surface or an exposed soil. Here's a picture of, this is what we mean by being able to provide immediate site control containment. Here's a picture where we're just this particular project has been sprayed on for about 6 months. This is in New York, and this is how the product performs under heavy rain, let's say. That didn't click on. So this product provides a great coating on top of the soil surface to prevent any water from infiltrating into the ground if you do have a spill or some type of contamination you're trying to keep from getting exposed. So this is kind of the ways our products are used. Immediate spill containment. This particular project was back in Pennsylvania. This pipeline blew up, had a leak, had a slip. Blew up, caught fire. It was in the middle of winter. They had contaminated soil. rains were coming in, snow was coming in. They had no way of repairing this until till the springtime. So they helicoptered our product onto this particular site to keep everything in place, prevent any further slippage of the soil, and prevent any contaminants from dislodging with stormwater. Again, we provide site containment, immediate water, shielding water off our product. We do a lot of stockpiles. That's what the product looks like to the right. The unique thing about the product is it's a hard product. You can walk on it, but you can't drive on it. And as soon as you're ready to dig it up or remove it, you can either drive on it, crush it with tires, or just scoop it out with an excavator. It's a really forgiving product, but it forms a very hard shell on soil surfaces. This particular project, this is a project we had in California, where this is an old tank farm, and oil is seeping out of the ground in the summers when things get hot, and we wanted to prevent animals and birds and any type of living organisms from getting into the oil. So we sprayed this on top of the oil surface, and it created a shell to prevent animals from walking across it. So it's a particular application of our product that can be sprayed on top of spills or any contaminated soils. This is a project we're doing for the U.S. Navy down in San Diego. They have some contaminated stockpiles that they want to protect, and that's a project we did for them. This is the Monsanto mines up in Idaho. They have some contaminated tailings that they're trying to protect. The picture to the right on the bottom, that is a site that we protected 10 years ago. There is a little failure, but we do expect, we don't expect our product to last this long, so I wouldn't say it's a failure, but it can be retreated again to repair those spots. But it was a project that's shown a lot of merit. This particular site is a coal ash facility in North Carolina. They do this to prevent their slopes from eroding during rain events, so they don't have any failures, any dam failures. This particular application went through about 90 inches of rain during Hurricane Matthew, and we had great results. These are after pictures of after 90 inches of rain. This is a site up in Richmond, California. It was a tank farm. The tank farm blew up, and they since came back in and installed some new tanks, but they were worried about contaminated soils and preventing any further movement of soils, and so they've sprayed our product on. We expect this application to last about a year, and then have some minor treatment areas. Maybe 10% of the site might have to be retreated, but it all depends on how much rain we get and if there's any soil subsidence. We can also do temporary swells with our product. If there's a contaminated spill and the water's going to flow and you want to do something to protect you can spray this on swales or V ditches and immediately provide some protection from contaminated soil underneath. So that's our site containment products. We have odor control and dust control products. Our Posi-Shell and Odor Shell product are used on remediation sites or any spill sites where you might have VOC issues or odor issues. You can spray the product immediately after you're excavating or during excavation right onto the bucket or any trucks that are hauling off, or for daily cover after the end of the day. So this is a product that's used quite often in California, quite often on EPA Superfund sites throughout the United States. That's with our dust control and erosion control. Our dust control and odor control products and site containment products. Now I wanted to talk to you about our erosion control and revegetation products. So this is kind of the step after the spill's been contained, after maybe during cleanup or while the spill is being cleaned up, we have different products. These products are used extensively throughout the United States and definitely here in California, where we've been using for the last 20 plus years. We've had our product university tested for us to get approval by departments of transportation. We have to go through erosion control testing. Our product, EarthGuard Fiber Matrix, is one of the highest performing products that's been tested by the federal government. First product we have to offer is our stormwater quality control product, EarthGuard. This is a product that you can throw in a water truck, and this contains sites immediately. Any loose soils, any construction site that you have that may have contaminated soils and you're worried about what's going to happen during an upcoming rain event, you can spray this out of a water truck and it'll flocculate any sediment and keep contaminants on site as long as they're not dissolved in the stormwater. But it's a great product used here in California extensively on construction sites and industrial sites for upcoming rain events on exposed soil. So that's our EarthGuard liquid product. Then we have our erosion control hydroseeding products. These are revegetation products or products used for long-term stabilization. They can be either hydroseeded or hand applied. And these are products you use during applications on good quality soils that can sustain long-term vegetation growth. We can do temporary erosion control or seeding. You don't necessarily need seed if you're trying to protect for a month, 2 months, up to a year. You can spray the product on by itself. Again, a standard hydroseeder can apply this product. But our Edge product is a pellet product that doesn't require a hydroseeder. It's a dry applied product. And our product's used extensively on the East Coast on major pipelines for immediate erosion control, containment, and long-term revegetation establishment. And because of the remoteness of these areas, our product's often helicoptered on. Then again, small areas. If you have small areas that you have to protect with erosion, you're out in a remote area, you can't bring in a hydroseeder. This product is a pellet product that contains our EarthGuard chemistry in it that'll flocculate sediment and keep your stormwater clean. And so it can be easily applied, easily transported, and pretty effective for erosion control. And then finally, we have our Fusion product. A lot of times after a spill, you might have to remove the topsoil of a particular area, and you might have to use soils that are poorer in quality than what were out there. So they might not be conducive to growth. So we have our Fusion spray-on product, and this is a product that is sprayed on to help turn poor soils into soils that'll help sustain growth for a longer term. This particular project, this is an example of a project in South Carolina. South Carolina DOT was having difficulties or issues with controlling, with getting revegetation establishment. What they had done is they had used some soils that they hauled in. They were poor in organic matter. And so they had hydroseeded this 4 times and nothing was working for them. So they decided they were gonna go another direction and try our product. These are just different pictures of how the application progressed throughout the year. It went from nice spring type of weather to cold in October, a hurricane in October, and then really cold in January. The following year, we came back again and took some more pictures, and you can see the nice growth that established and the effective growth that they had. And all the while, there was no erosion problems, no difficulties, no reels. And so they were able to maintain erosion control while establishing long-term vegetation. And the nice thing is we went back and tested, we tested originally the organic matter content of the soil. And for a soil to have, to provide enough organic matter for long-term vegetation establishment, you need to be about 1% or plus over, so that seed can germinate and grow and maintain long-term growth. but you can see that we doubled the organic matter content in about 2 years. And so that's why you can see how well the slope's doing. And so this is a very, very typical example of how this product works on any site containment or any spill containment projects where you have to come in and remediate the soil after. It's a great spray-on product that's easy to apply and a lot less expensive than trucking in topsoil. So basically that's my presentation. It was short, to the point, but this is just an introductory for you guys. We're available to come to sites, to come to offices, do longer presentations, better presentations, or provide more scientific data on our products. But just kind of wanted you to get an idea of what we do and what we have to offer. You can find everything on our website, but please feel free to call us if you have any further questions or anything like that. So I now open it up to any questions anybody may have, and if not, have a happy Friday, because I'm going to for sure.
Thanks, Andy. Did I miss it? Did you cover the use of the Posi-Shell in San Luis Obispo when we had?
Yeah, that particular site. I'm gonna get back to it. There we go. That one. That was the site in San Luis Obispo.
Okay. Can you explain a little bit what the site was, the nature of the site that you were trying to cover?
It was an old tank farm. And again, the oil oozing out of the ground, and we were asked to come in there and kind of create a cap to prevent animals and insects and birds from getting in contact with the oil that was oozing out of the ground. And so,
and how persistent was that? Did you have to go back and treat further oozing?
Oh, we went back a year later. So, you know, as this product isn't, you know, it doesn't have rebar in it or anything, so it kind of moves and shifts. And as the soil shifts, you do have to do some repairs, but it's not a complete repair that you have to do. They're just minor touch-ups wherever you get a shift in soil. So, you know, obviously the oil oozing a little bit caused a little bit of shifting, but it wasn't that large of a redo on the project.
Okay, thanks for that. Lindsay, do we have any other questions or comments for Andy?
Yes, there's one question. So kind of along the lines of the work that you did in the San Luis Obispo example, do you have any experience applying the product to create a temporary, like 24-hour cap of liquid to isolate oil from wildlife overnight?
No experience with it. We've been trying to work with the Fish and Game and trying to come up with a place where we can actually try this. You know, we apply this product to all different types of applications. It's going to form well. We're confident in it, but we welcome the opportunity to try it.
Great. Those are all the questions. Thank you.
Thank you.